got another one.
What's going on? It's your man DJ Hutch down in the Lions Den for some of that seasoning, that sauce for your soul to get your life together. It's Real Talk in the building, and today we got a guest in the building. Who do we have with us?
Hello, this is V-Sue. So glad to be here.
Oh, we're glad to have you. We glad to have you. You see, look at everybody here. You know what I'm saying? No autographs.
Hello,
no autographs.
hello.
Meet her outside.
Be here.
Paparazzi is
Yes.
real.
So glad.
Paparazzi is real. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's a lot going on now. It's a lot going on in the world.
It's a
I'm
dirty game.
And I'm excited to be here with you
Okay.
because
A lot of people don't fool with me.
I can see why.
You can?
Yeah, because your views is very strong. You're very opinionated, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
And the topics are, they're good topics. And it makes you think, and I'm just ready. What you got for me today?
Well, what it is like, I'm going to say what you're thinking about.
Not necessarily.
Well, a lot of people think about things and
they scared to say it.
to say something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Well, today, let's touch child murderers.
Okay.
Because, you know, we here in Michigan, and we got something going on with the Oxford thing. He's about to be sentenced for what he did. You know, Ethan Crumley. That's a very, very unfortunate situation that happened. You know what I'm saying? God bless the families. Even God bless his family.
Yeah.
But that's something, you know, the enemy works in all different ways, and he attacks us at all different angles. But I want to talk about the sentencing situation, because he did it. What was he, 14? I think he's 16 now.
Yeah. Yeah, he was young, 14.
And, you know, he caught red-handed. You know, that's his murder. You know, he go down forever
Yes.
and a day. But hold on, I am not for this. I'm not saying free Ethan or nothing. Let's keep it real. We talking about the situation.
Okay.
You give him life. He 14. He do 40 years. They saying you give him life and he just without the possibility of parole. I get it. But he will be another person in 40 years.
Okay. I agree. We talking about sentencing juveniles.
I don't even think that's considered a juvie when you 14, 15.
Isn't that a juvenile?
Yeah, it technically is, but 14 and 15, you know, you're something else.
Yeah, you something else.
You know? Well, we do have another guest that's going to be joining us momentarily, just like this. Bam! Okay, we back, and we have another guest with us. Who do we have with us, joining us? V-Sue.
Well, you have a young man who goes by the name of Stanley Big Daddy Baker.
Okay, great. Okay, now the topic is we were talking about children being incarcerated for murder. And I just felt like it's a good topic to talk about, because when a child, well, preferably we were really entertaining the Ethan Crumley situation. He was 14 when he did his due. You know, God bless the souls. But it's just a different way, a lens that you can look at it. I'm only talking about the sentencing, not the murders. You get a boy locked. It never come out. Never the possibility of parole. But in 40 years, when he's 55, he is a different person from when he was 14, 15. He is a totally different person. Now, is that the way I look? That's not even. It's not justice. Nobody wants because he can't even. For one, if he stay, you would never even given an opportunity to come out and try to do justice to society. It's a lose-lose. So my first question is to you is, does that even make sense? Giving a child natural life when we all know as humans, your mind is not even finished even to develop until you're 25.
No, natural life without parole. No, I don't. Without the chance of parole, I don't agree with it. Simply because, like you say, that child's mind is still what we call adolescent. That's why we got laws to control the adolescents.
Exactly.
And then we got laws to control the adults.
Exactly.
Now, wavering a child at 14 or 15 years of age, all of that is really just something it's been new to the American justice system. They don't do that in other countries as far as 13 and 14-year-olds. They do give them a chance, to redeem themselves.
Okay.
And to, you give them some form of punishment because
of course.
That's the law.
Of course.
And the families of the victims, maybe that they killed, the justice that they're seeking.
Of course.
But like you say, that was a very good point. After they've been in there until they're 55, and I know quite a few of them that has gotten out.
Yeah.
And they're doing excellent. And they are completely different people.
Exactly.
Because they had to learn, first of all, how to grow up in there and become a man.
Exactly.
So you took them in there as a child, unsuspecting of what he or she was even looking for. And I worked with the women also.
Yeah.
And they come out 45, 50, 55 years old. And it's a cultural shock to them.
Of course.
Even though they had TVs and, you got people coming in from the outside, minister to them.
Yeah, but it ain't the same.
But it ain't the same.
Yeah.
And a lot of those young men, they wind up, I've noticed, a lot of them come out, and they haven't gotten back into trying to do anything as far as any type of criminal activities.
Yeah.
But they are still misguided because they're used to being in there in that lion's den.
Exactly.
Fighting for their survival.
Exactly.
So when they come out, they're still very paranoid, and they're very skeptical about, well, who believes in me? Who really want to help me?
Exactly.
Do I really have any kind of support system?
Yeah.
Because more than likely, a lot of them, their parents has left them. They have some older brothers and sisters, aunties and uncles. So who do they turn to?
Exactly.
And then you got a limited system for what we call rehab, in my opinion, is very limited because once you're in there, you just be a warehouse.
Yeah.
Rehab. It's up to you to change as a person.
Always, exactly.
But they got to have the right tools in order to inspire them to make that change.
Exactly.
Which is what myself, and you'll just say yourself and your mom, as elders, if we put in that position, then we've been around long enough to try to help direct them and guide them into that particular area of life that they want to go into.
Yeah.
And like I said, some of them come out, they're still very bitter. Some of them come out and they may still have some mental issues. But when you lock them up at 13 and 14 years of age, what are you saying to society? You throwing away a baby and saying,
exactly,
he or she ain't gonna never be no good.
Exactly.
Why should we judge them like that?
So and like you said, part is the justice system because it's the crime is so heinous. It is punishable up to 1,000 years. Of course, I'm not taking that away.
Take that away.
But it's just so crazy when you really think about it. I'm not saying that kids shouldn't be punished. Of course they should be punished. But it's just so messed up because you are a different person at that. Go right ahead, ma'am.
I agree with, that I know it's true, people are not the same.
Yeah.
But when we look at those type of crimes, most likely it's qualified because somebody had to kill so many people, had to be something like that. Do you think, because I have seen people commit those kind of crimes, and I feel that they're monsters.
Yeah.
And I feel that given another chance, who said they wouldn't repeat it? Because there are certain kind of heinous, that's the word you use,
Yeah.
that people do, are they redeemable?
Well, I'm only talking about the kids.
Does
for
I'm talking
one.
about even kids? Some kids,
I'm only talking
do
about
you believe
kids.
it's some kids that are bad seeds that are unredeemable?
I feel
even
like
at a
kids
young
can be
age?
molded into whatever what you put in them is what you get out. And far as on that situation, no, I feel like his parents is 110% to blame.
Do
Whatever's
you?
going on, yes. Kids do not become murderers. Their environment or whatever they're taught does that.
Really?
I would have to say
So
the quality
you're
of life.
saying that a child commit a crime,
Murderers.
become a murderer, that the parent is
The value of life in that home it was not valued in that house. The compassion for other people couldn't have been there because you would have valued the life a little bit different. To be so young, I was just talking to my daughter today, and you was with me talking about the value of being an elder sibling,
Yes.
and we're putting that in. But if she grew up without that, she wouldn't know that. She wouldn't have that. To value these relationships. So no, I believe they need to do 15 to 20. They need to do
The
15.
parent-
Absolutely. He was too young. If he was 17 and 18,
So you
no.
said when a child commits a crime like that,
14 and 15, yes.
14 and 15, the parent needs to be prosecuted.
Because that was not a mistake. If two friends hanging out playing with a gun, that's different. He actually went to, and it was intent. If you don't feel nothing like that brewing in your household from your child, your only child.
So when you hear parents say, I didn't know, when we talking about a 12-year-old, 13, you think the parent is lying.
No, I feel like, yeah, they didn't know. They were looking at something else. But when you child
But they
13
should
or
be
14,
responsible.
you should know. That's all I'm saying out there, my people. If you don't know you're raising your children to be hoes and thugs, it's a problem.
You're fired.
And they're that young. If you didn't catch your daughter in the backyard twerking with her girlfriends, and you ain't come out there with that damn strap or that switch and get it together, it's a problem because we all done it. We all seen it. And what happened? These days, the parents out there twerking with them. What's up?
I agree. Some of the parents are up there
What's
working
up?
with them, but I just don't agree with a parent being charged because some children, even raised in the best of households, have done things that made their parents embarrassed and appalled.
I agree. But that
So-
young. And we not talking about shooting the bully. We talking about a massacre. Tried to get as many as you could.
I agree.
You know if you raising a monster. I'm sorry.
So you think all parents know when they're raising them?
A monster. That's different.
I concur. Parents know. I mean, children learn what they see, right, from us. So it like Dennis was saying, it has a lot to do with the environment. It's environmental. I mean, I don't just as a child. I never really woke up in the morning saying, I feel like going out here and killing somebody. Go out and do it. That wasn't on my mind. You know what was on my mind?
I see that.
It's like you said, the value system I was raised. When you wake up in the morning, what you do? You get yourself ready for school. You know what I'm saying? Even the night before, you got to do your clothes, get your clothes ready. You get up, you get your breakfast, and you skip to the loop, going down the sidewalk with your friends to school. You don't go looking for guns. You don't go looking for nobody to kill. So as you get a little older, you may hit that 12 or 13, and then you start running around with maybe some older cats in the neighborhood. And especially older cats is the real big influence, has the most negative impact on you as a 13 or 14-year-old. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it has a lot to do with that. And if the mother and the father is not in there together, and they're not constantly reiterating, how to value life and how to respect life and how to respect life around you, then you're right. These children will go to who they feel has got their back more so, like guys that's got a lot of bling, they see that, an image. Our children are caught up too much on images. Every image counts. conscious. They think because every time they see somebody with $1 million worth of diamonds around their neck, that makes the man or the woman.
Exactly.
So they see that, and their mind is young and fragile. They want it. It looks good to them. It's shiny. You get the girls by wearing all of this. You get the cars by driving all this. Wearing all of this.
Yeah.
You get to travel all around. They walk around with stacks of money, taking videos on top of their show. All of that is very influential in a negative way because they think that they can actually be like that. And since they can't be like that, then what they do, they go to the street and say, okay, I know how I make my money. Because I can't be a aspiring rapper or a singer. I'm going to go out there and start selling the dope.
That's it. So the question to you, Bisu, do children make happy children? Or do parents make happy children?
Parents make happy children, but it's something too that you said, Mr. Baker. You said that when a kid can be influenced by outside forces, and I can do, and it's a lot of single mothers,
True.
especially in our community.
True.
They have to work, and they may be churchgoers or just doing all their best, and their children slip through their hands and may commit some of these heinous crimes.
True.
So you're telling me that mother, who is doing all she knows to do, should be charged?
Well, remember, it is a line. I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying, the little B&E, the little drug dealer. No, we're talking about a monster. This is a total,
Yeah, that's true.
This is totally different.
But you said they should get out after. So what is the...
No. Hold on. Don't get me wrong.
I thought you said they should get out.
Do not get it twisted.
They should be allowed to be parole.
At least parole. Oh, no. I feel like, the crime, no, he should do forever and a day. But that's if he come out talking like, you know what I'm saying, Christ the Savior. You know what I'm saying? And he's a model, that. But
Okay.
he's never getting out. But the thought of saying you never go before the board and under evaluation saying it's over, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, that it's not even, but his parents should be hung with him. Absolutely.
You think his parents should be just with them?
They bought the pistol.
Remember all this new law? If a kid kills somebody and their father or mother gave them a pistol, they gonna get the time. They should. If they keep it now, you talking about very federal now, you talking about somebody that's
Yeah, because we can both, parents, I love all people, y'all, but black parents didn't give him the pistol. 14. They say you take this and take the trash out to give me my gun back. He didn't say that's yours. When you do that, that's instant power. Instant power. So just imagine what goes on in a crumbly house. When he come home, he had a bad day. Just imagine the conversation that he heard his mother and father saying. Just imagine. Well, anyway, that's Real Talk down the Lions Den. Get ready for the next episode.
Yes.
It's going down.
I enjoyed it.
And there's alternatives. You have to keep in mind the alternatives, that you can provide to these children, to quell that type of behavior. Because you brought up an interesting point. Okay, the mother is at work. She's trying to make the money to pay the bills. So she's not there with him. But when she's there with him, what are you doing with him now? Are you keeping him away from that environment? Are you letting him slip out the house at night or what?
That's it.
You're the only one in there, so you got to keep that rein around him, around his neck. Don't let him go, because I did. I was raised by two parents, and I still ran out there. You know why? Because my father worked midnights, so he wasn't there at night. So guess what Stanley did? Slipped out the house. Scared. Don't get me wrong, I was scared if he found out what was going to happen. Because see, that's that fear and respect.
That's it.
Because I still value
that's it.
And my actual teachings were.
That's it.
So I would be scared. But see, these women, I'm not putting them down, like a lot of people do, step on them and all that. But they can step up and do more sin that they are a single parent because they want to go out and still party themselves. Like
True.
19 and 20 years old. And the boys and the girl is at home by themselves down there in the basement. They invited, 5 or 6 of the neighborhood friends, and they down there partying. Why? They shoot my mama out there doing it with some niggas. Ooh.
No, you are right. It's real talk. It's real talk out here.
Oh
yeah.
So we doing the same thing. So you just have to look. You're damned if you do now, and with these children, and damned if you don't. But that's why I'm one of the ones that's still very upset about these single-parent households myself as a black man, because these women keep having these babies by these boys.
Chunks.
Yeah,
Suckers.
knowing that they're not going to be there.
Exactly.
I was just up there.
Hold on. That's a whole nother topic.